Hello friends, welcome to my channel once again. I hope you are all doing great. After I did my bullet journal setup for August 2020, there had been requests from many viewers to explain what the system is about. So in this video, I'll be talking about as a beginner to a beginner, what is bullet journal, what supplies you need to make one, how does the system works. We have countless ways to take note of our responsibilities, to-dos, thoughts, ideas. But the disadvantage of these approaches is that the action items can end up being ignored or left in mid-air. And this is where a bullet journal comes in handy. So what is bullet journal? It is a medium of all-in-one planner, journal, and note-taking mechanism developed by a New York-based product designer, Ryder Carroll. In his words, bullet journal is to track the past, organize the present, and plan the future. All of the system is to help the user live an intentional life that is both productive and meaningful. To me, bullet journaling is a process of understanding oneself by unpacking their whys and discovering what works best for us. Next, coming to the supplies. All you need is a notebook, a pen, 10 minutes of your time, and an open mind. When I first got to know about bullet journaling, the very first thing that hindered me was perfectionism of other artistic bullet journalists out there. Then I constantly reminded myself that making progress is more important than perfection. One can enjoy bullet journaling without any complications. Bullet journaling works with 5 modules or collections called Index, Future Log, Monthly Log, Daily Log, and Custom Collections. Does it seem big? Don't worry, I'll explain you by step. So, Index is a dynamic list of collections used as an reference when you want to look at your spreads later point in time. You write the topic name and the page number. Before moving on to other modules, let's talk about keys. They are used across the other modules. Dot to represent a task or things that you want to do. An open circle to represent an event, appointment, or your experience that you want to remember. And dash for notes or information that you don't want to forget. Next collection is the future log. It is an home to events, tasks, notes that doesn't fall into the current month that you are in. They are used as a reference for the monthly logs. The monthly log. Here you set up the monthly calendar and write the task that you want to perform in the current month. You can also use the future log as a reference to fill up the task and the events or experience that occurs in the course of the time. The other journal module is the daily or weekly log. Here is where your daily tasks are being tracked. So, how it works? You make a task. When the task is completed, you put an X mark to it. For all the unfinished items, slow down and ask yourself, do I really need to do this? If the task is not worth of doing, just simply cross the task. If the task is worth of doing, put an right arrow and write it in the next day entry, or if it can be done on the future date, you can put an left arrow, write it in the future log. This practice is called migration, and this ensures that no task is being ignored. And finally, the custom collections. The custom collections are nothing but trackers, expenses, food logs, travel log, sketches, classes, mind mapping, workout log, anything that you want to record. Focusing on the present is something that I find difficult most of the time, and this system helps me to slow down and achieve the focus I need to accomplish my task. Just like how bullet journaling helped me to be on focus and learning about myself, it is also helping million other people around the world. Why don't you start bullet journaling and let me know the impact it has made on you. Hope you guys learned something new from this video. Stay tuned and I shall be back again with more useful stuff in the coming days. Until then, see ya!